Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to share with you a moral lesson my dad taught me. Once upon a time, there were two friends. They were best friends. They used to do everything together. One day they decided to go to a nearby village for some shopping. It was a small village, so they thought it would be a nice walk. On their way to the market, they saw an old, dilapidated wooden hut. The hut was surrounded by tall trees, so they couldn't see it from afar. It looked like no one had lived in it for years. As they got closer, they heard someone crying inside. They stopped for a moment, unsure of what to do. Then one of them said, "Hey, let's go and check if anyone's in there." The other one replied, "No, we shouldn't bother. It's probably just an old abandoned house," but his friend insisted, so he followed him. When they knocked on the door, an old, frail woman opened it. She was crying. She asked them, "Can you help me? I need some water. I haven't eaten or drunk anything for 2 days." She looked very weak, so they went to a nearby stream to get her some water. When they came back, she drank the water and told them, "Thank you so much. You're such kind boys. Here, I want to give you something." She went inside and came back with 2 gourds. "Take these. If you cut them open, you will find gold inside," she said. Then she closed the door and they heard her crying again. They looked at each other and decided to take the gourds with them. As they walked away, one of them said, "I think we should go back and ask her if she wants us to take her to the hospital. She might be sick." The other one said, "No, we can't. She probably just wants to be left alone." So they walked away, each carrying a gourd. On their way to the market, they discussed what they would do with the gold. "I'll buy a new bicycle," said one. "I'll buy some clothes for my family," said the other. They were so excited about their new treasure that they didn't notice the old woman following them. When they reached the market, she approached them and said, "You promised to give me some money for the hospital. Don't you remember?" They were taken aback. They argued with her, saying they had found the gourds in an abandoned hut and didn't know anything about her being sick. She insisted that they had made a promise, but they refused to believe her. The old woman was very upset, but she knew she couldn't fight with them. She started crying and said, "Well, then I guess I'll die. I just wanted to go to the hospital one last time, but I guess God has forsaken me." She sat down on a nearby bench, still crying. One of the boys felt guilty, so he gave her some money. The other one said, "Don't give her anything. She's just trying to trick us," but he gave her the money anyway. She thanked him and slowly walked away. After she left, one of them said, "You shouldn't have given her any money. She was just trying to trick us." The other one replied, "Yes, but why did she need to trick us? We could have helped her. Maybe she really needed the money more than we did." They continued walking. A few minutes later, they heard some people shouting and screaming. They turned around and saw the same old woman being carried by 2 men. She had a serious expression on her face and was pointing at them and shouting, "These 2 boys stole my gourds. They took my last treasure and didn't even help me when I needed it." The crowd was furious and started chasing after them. They ran as fast as they could, but the crowd was too quick. Soon they were caught and taken to the village square where everyone had gathered. The old woman was sitting on a chair and everyone was staring at them. One of the boys started crying. He said, "We're sorry, ma'am. We didn't know you were sick. Please forgive us." The old woman looked at them and said, "Boys, I am very disappointed in you. You didn't keep your promise. You stole my gourds and lied to me. That is why I had to tell everyone the truth. I hope this will be a lesson for you." Then she turned to the crowd and said, "People, these 2 boys stole my gourds, but I don't want them to be punished. Instead, I want them to learn from their mistake and help others whenever they can." And that is exactly what they did. Friends, this story teaches us a very important moral. Always keep your promises. No matter how small or insignificant they may seem, they are still important, and always be kind and helpful to others. You never know when they might need your help, and most importantly, never lie. Lying may seem like an easy way out, but it can have serious consequences. So, friends, what lesson did you learn from this story? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more amazing content. Thank you for watching. See you next time.